Hello, lovers and lava monsters. My name is TBSkine, and welcome back to Diablo, where we have made our way down to the fiery depths of the cave systems deep underneath the cathedral, and we are about to go and keep exploring down there in our shiny, fancy new armor and newly empowered with the power of the black mushroom, except more like the power of the brain elixir that we gave to Pepin, I suppose. Well, probably best not to think too much about it. La-da-da-dee. Oh. Obsidian Lords. Well, so long as I don't let them charge me, they'll probably not do too much damage, I hope. Flayed ones, on the other hand, can be bothersome because they have a ton of health. Whoop. There we go. No charge, please. Ow. What I really want, long-term, like, since I can't have that lovely sword that, Wirt was taunting me with, god damn it, okay, is I want a sword of speed, preferably like a king's sword of speed, to really just massively pump up my attack speed, and probably my damages, and preferably my damage as well. But it's nice to have rooms like that every once in a while, where, like, if you really need to get a bunch of enemies out of your hair and fight them one-on-one, you can draw them over to rooms like that, and it'll make the fight substantially easier to manage, so long as there's no ranged enemies, of course, because those aren't walls, those are just fences, and enemies can shoot right through them if they have the ranged capacity. Like that poison spitter behind me. Uh-oh, okay. Ah, they're trapped on the other side of a lava flow. Cool. Once I'm sure I'm alone over here. Anyone else? Oh, there you are. Oh, he found a way over. I guess they can charge across. I like that groan, like... This is something they do in the cathedral level especially as well, where, like, you just get these zombie noises. Sort of in the audio mix, where you're not really sure, like, was that an enemy, or was that just part of the music? It's got a nice horror vibe. Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. Don't want to get attacked from both sides. Prefer not to do that. There we go. Whew. Oh, mana shield. I should really learn that. Just have it. Because, oh god. Oh god. Nope. Nope, 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 absolutely not. Yeah, no, I can't fight that. Like, if I had a full complement of healing potions, I could maybe take them on, but no, not as I am right now. Although, frankly, probably it's worth getting mana shield on. That's the orb floating over my head now. I'll take damage to my mana pool before I take damage to my health pool, which will help me out a little bit. And at least the stairs aren't over there, so it's not hidden behind that group. Because I'm absolutely not fighting a unique poison spitter in this area if I can avoid it. Like, if it's avoidable, we ain't doing it. No way, no how. Okay. Making good progress, though. Haven't run into a bunch of roadblocks in this playthrough, which is nice. Like, because you can run into, like, you can run into situations with, like, the poison spitters, where you run into, like, a unique group of them, where you just, like, they just have too much DPS, and there's literally no way that you can actually fight them. And then you basically have to save and reload, and like, or even, like, actually start a new game with the same character and hope that you get a different seed of enemies, which can be very tedious and time-consuming. It is, like, one of the ways that you can get more powerful. Like, you can just load an enemy and just do load a character and do a new game plus anytime you want, after all. Which can be, like, which makes the game more accessible than, like, because Diablo, this game is heavily inspired by Rogue. Like, with, like, the procedurally generated dungeons and, like, the randomness factors and the, not permadeath, but, like, a lot of it is heavily inspired by Rogue, specifically. Like, the game that coined the phrase roguelike. And this is one of the things that makes it more accessible than those games. Like where, even though I would say that, oh, hello. Is that a elixir of strength? Nice. Stat boost potion. Those begin to show up eventually. Where even though the game is, like, a lot harder and a lot less forgiving, especially than the later Diablo titles would be, it's not, like, it's not as unforgiving as something like a Rogue. It's not as unforgiving as some of the more hardcore dungeon crawler experiences. Like, it has that element of accessibility where you can always just grab your character, start a new game plus, and be overpowered. Like, just go through the early levels, just mowing down everything. And by the time you get back to where you were, when you had to stop, you'll be lovely and overpowered, and you'll be able to handle whatever you need to handle. Huh. Just a couple of dudes hanging out down here. Hiding. I hope it didn't interrupt a romantic rendezvous. Bum ba da dum da. Nothing? Okay. Well, on to level 11 then. We're blowing through this area pretty quickly, I feel like. Well, I'm sure something will roadblock us sooner or later. Oh boy. Stormlords. These guys have pretty high attack speed when they're close to you. I should probably head up to town again soon. Refill on potions. Oh, my mana shield ran out, damn it. Okay, back to town then. Also worth talking to some of the NPCs, see if they have any quests for me. There's a couple of them in the cave levels. So I've talked about it, I've talked about it before.
If you're looking for a good weapon, let me show this to you. Take your basic blunt weapon, such as a mace. Works like a charm against most of those undying horrors down there. And there's nothing better to shatter skinny little skeletons.
I've talked about this before, but the emotional core of the original Diablo, like, in terms of the story that it's telling, the narrative of its town, is fundamentally about, like, the social and collective trauma of the abduction of a child. Specifically, in this case, it's Prince Albrecht, the child of King Leoric, which basically sets everything into motion. Like, everything that happens in Diablo, every tragedy, every misery, everything that proceeds happens because Archbishop Leoric abducts the king's son and takes him to the labyrinth, and, like, God knows what happens to the poor kid down there. Presumably he's quite brutalized. that 46% lightning resistance, though. Or 43%. Is it worth losing so much damage over? Oh, it might not be. I want the lightning resistance right now. Oh, god damn it, I sold my bow by accident. Damn it, I'm an idiot. Because I'm dealing with those storm lords. So I do want to keep, like, I do want to get some lightning resistance going if I can. And I'm going to have to start dumping some gold. There we go. I do want to keep some lightning resistance around, if possible. Eventually, I'm going to switch over to buying potions of full rejuvenation, because that'll refill my mana as well, and that'll let me use Mana Shield, since I have it as a spell. But for now, we'll stick with healing. It's like taking away 2/5 of the Stormlord's damage with those lightning bolts. That's nice. Even if it costs me something in the amount of damage I do. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if I hadn't had that lightning resistance, I'd be dead now. Frankly, I might still be dead. Oh, yeah. Shit. Yeah, I'm dead. Well, see, I didn't save.
Haven't run into a bunch of roadblocks in this playthrough.
I didn't save after I recorded the last episode, apparently.
I should save the game, because this game doesn't auto-save.
I didn't save.
At all. There's no auto-saving. The way that you die in Diablo 1 is either from ranged attacks, or you die because you are surrounded by enemies, and they absolutely start wrecking your shit.
Well, okay then. I didn't save. I did not do that thing.
At all. There's no auto-saving.
One modern convenience that Diablo doesn't have is the humble autosave. And I just...
Well, what can I do for you?
I was just made to suffer for that. I had a good build going. I had a pretty good build going there for a second. Okay. Well. Thank God I paid for an editor. Dear editor, please. Could you, just zoom ahead to the point where I've gotten back to where I were. All right. Okay. We're back. We're back more or less where we left off last time, except as you can see, I'm looking a little different, and there's a reason for that. The reason for that is this piece of armor, the Armor of the Moon, which has 35 armor rating, gives me +7 to all attributes, and was offered up by Griswold thanks to the magic of RNG. So I sold a couple of my rings and stuff to make room for it, which has left me a little deficient in a few places. For example, I don't have my gold amulet anymore, which would have raised my to-hit score up past 100%, which is going to be a problem, and which has been a problem, because, well, I don't hit enemies as good as I used to, which means I have to be a lot more careful about not getting surrounded, because last time what killed me... Or, not last time, it was earlier in this episode, what killed me was that I got surrounded by those Stormlords with their really high attack speed, which forced my character to constantly be in their recovery animation. And when they're in the recovery animation, they cannot attack, which is bad, in case you were wondering. And so when I was surrounded, I couldn't break out of the surround at all, because I couldn't get a hit off to kill enemies in order to break the circle they had around me. So because my to-hit score is even lower now, and hitting enemies is more of a challenge, and I don't have the lightning resistance that I had from the sword last time, because that sword never appeared again. I have to be extra special careful playing through here, in some ways. In other ways, I'm doing quite a bit better, actually, because I've also got this Crown of the Moon, which gives me +5 to all my attributes. And my attributes are, boy howdy, they're doing good. It's just that there are other effects than just mere stats that are at play here, which means I have to alter the way I play a little bit and be cautious, especially about running into Stormlords. I have been more proactive with saving, in case you were wondering. I've been a little bit better about that. Okay, you guys. Would you care to follow me? Thank you. Thank you. The funny thing, of course, about this Mail of the Moon, it's called a Splint Mail in the game if you find it when it's not enchanted by anything. And it's a samurai armor. Like, it's a samurai armor. That's exactly what it is. That's literally what it is. Okay, we're back where I died last time. This time around, I'm gonna play this one a little more cautious. Okay, 3 of them. 2 of them. There we go. Whew. And there's also a two-handed sword in the game, which is called a two-handed sword when you find it. And it is two-handed, like you can't use it with a shield. It's essentially like an axe in that sense. It's literally just a katana. It's a big katana. Like, you can kind of tell that there would have been some weebs on the team a little bit. Like, some people say, yeah, well, there's some of the most powerful stuff. It's going to be the samurai stuff. Yeah. Because it just doesn't fit in at all, like, to the deeply sort of high medieval European fantasy thing that they've got going on in the game otherwise, in which they're very committed to. Uh-oh. I don't like Stormlords. Uh-oh. We're getting into the recovery loop again. Don't want to do that. Nope. They have that double attack. That just means that if, like, especially when you have a shield and your character's blocking, just the sheer amount of time that your character will spend blocking can kind of kill you. Okay, going better this time. Going better this time. I think there was a ring back there that I didn't pick up. I should go back and look for it. Oh, they can open doors. That's right. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Move. Move. Okay. Whew. Right. I think there was a ring that dropped somewhere, right? I think I heard it. And then I just forgot to pick it up. Oh well. Don't think I'll be finding it. It's hard to find rings on the floor. I wish there wouldn't be this many damn Stormlords, though. Jeez. I should probably look into getting myself some scrolls of mana shield. Just to expand my health pool with it. Whew. A cloak! Yay! How very useful. Oh my god, please let there not be Stormlords for the rest of the game after this. Like, I just want that enemy type not to show up. Because it's bad enough that they throw lightning at you, but then on top of that, they have that stupid fast attack speed. And I hate it. Leather armor. What the hell? Did my item level drop when I wasn't looking? What the heck are those item drops? Cloaks and leather armors. What the hell? Useless. And here we have a asset reuse. Here's a short staff, damage 2 to 4. Here's a quarter staff, damage 6 to 12. Same graphic. There's a suspicious lack of enemies. Okay. Oh, there's some more Stormlords. Great. Go away. Go away. Kane, would you like to help me with this? Okay, any of it worth anything? Nope. Lightning arrows. Okay. Uh-huh. No, not really, but a lot of it has to be sold to Adria.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
More like in search of good deals. But if you do have a scroll of mana shield, I will take it. I really am on the lookout for amulets and rings now, though. I really shouldn't have missed that one. Wherever the hell it was I missed it. Because it's basically free stats right now that, like, literally anything I put in there is better than nothing. Down you go. There we go. Okay. Whew. Wouldn't mind leveling up again soon. So I can put some more points into... Well, I don't really need strength right now, what with all of the everything, but I could use a few more points in dexterity just to buff up my hit rate. Oh, lava maws. They're basically the acids, the poison spitters from before, but more annoying. Oh, hello. That's a book. If you don't mind terribly, I'd like to read. Okay, cool. Let's just pump that into dexterity. There we go. Maximum dexterity. I'm up to 60.
So it came to be that the three prime evils were banished in spirit form to the mortal realm, and after sowing chaos across the east for decades, they were hunted down by the cursed order of the mortal Haradrim. The Haradrim used artifacts called soul stones to contain the essence of Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred, and his brother Baal, the Lord of Destruction. The youngest brother, Diablo, the Lord of Terror, escaped to the west. Eventually, the Haradrim captured Diablo within a soul stone as well, and buried him under an ancient forgotten cathedral. There, the Lord of Terror sleeps, and awaits the time of his rebirth. Know ye that he will seek a body of youth and power to possess, one that is innocent and easily controlled. He will then arise to free his brothers and once more fan the flames of the Sin War.
Well, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting indeed? Oh, down to level 13 already. I think we'll leave that for next episode, though. Man, I'm not getting any luck with the mana restoration here. So the way potions work is that lesser potions, like normal potions, they restore like a random amount, basically. Lava maws, their poison lingers for so freaking long. So regular potions just restore like a random amount, and sometimes that can be like just bugger all, like literally just nothing. Completely useless. And sometimes they restore like a decent chunk, and there's no way to know which it's gonna be. There's just no way to know, and that's why like you almost never, like the moment you can, you transition into full potions. There we go. Hello, Cave Viper. Fall over and die, please. Thank you. Because they get, like, you can count on them. They will consistently restore you to full whatever. Full mana, full health. Whatever you may need. Okay, I think I'm gonna need the door again here. Okay. Come at me. One at a time.
A few moments later.
There we go. Easy peasy. La-da-dee. Please no more lava moss. I prefer them to the Stormlords, though, all told. Uh-oh. Damn it. Stop leaving poison pools, you little shit. Okay, let's just restore our potion quick bar. Thank you. Which is another one of those quality of life changes that's probably for the better, but something kind of is lost. Where, like, in this game, you have only so many potions in your quick bar, right? And if you want to put potions from your inventory into your quick bar, it's like a slow process. You open your inventory, you have to, like, drag the potion, get it on. There's no hotkey, there's no shortcut. You can't get a bigger belt to upgrade how many potions you've got, like in Diablo 2. Which is another one of those things that, like, puts a hard limit on, like, how many resources you have available for any given combat encounter. Which is that old-schooly feeling. Like, that old-schooly feeling of, like, the game is not going to help you. Here's the things that you can do, and that's about all that the game is going to allow you to do. Kind of similar to how, like, the game doesn't auto-save for you. You can save, and the game will save a bunch of your data, and you don't have to start over, but that's about all the help you're going to get. Okay, then. Are we done on this level already? Well, mostly, I think. Yeah, I agree. Mood. Oh, by the way, fun fact about a bastard sword. The reason it's called a bastard sword, and I didn't know this for many years, it's called a bastard sword because it's halfway between a short sword and a broadsword. Or something like that. It's like it's halfway between two categories of swords. So it's a bastard because it's a half-breed, basically. Hello, cave vipers. Have you come to wipe the cave? Well, I shall wipe the cave with you. Whoop. Someone please drop a ring. Or an amulet. I'll take either. Yep, that's about it for this level. Well. Guess all that's left is to head back to Tristram and do some identifying. And hopefully see if Griswold has something decent on sale. Bet you he doesn't. Nay, Griswold has nothing useful. Blah, 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 blah. And I think that'll do it for this episode of Diablo. Took a death there, and forgot to save the frickin' game like an idiot. Didn't forget it this time, though, so now if we die, it's totally cool and won't be frustrating at all. Probably. I don't know. Maybe. Come back tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but next episode anyway, to see when or if or how I end up dying. And in order to do that, you'll have to hit the like, comment, and or subscribe buttons down below, because those are the buttons that are going to tell you when there's a new episode of Diablo for you to watch, and also other episodes of other things, which are on this channel, because this is a YouTube channel. You know how it works. I have a Patreon, a merchandise store, a tip jar, and memberships are available on this channel. Memberships go towards helping pay for stuff like my rent, but also my beloved editor, who is going to make putting this episode together a lot easier because I'm not going to have to be the one who does it. Thank you! Yeah, you can use any of those monetization bits if you want. If you don't want, don't worry about it. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to wear a mask and wash your hands. And when the vaccine comes, get everyone you know to take it, because I want to be done with this. And try to act in solidarity with those who are working to make the world a better place.